Hello and welcome once again to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this video we are taking a look at the final wave of the Marvel Legends Kenner inspired 3 3/4 inch figures. And I say the final wave because they have rested this line now. So this wave here is the final figures that we're going to get from Hasbro Marvel Legends. And it's a bit sad. I would have liked to have seen a few more, but here we go. Here is Luke Cage, aka Power Man. It's got a really cool little card on the back there, and a little blurb as well that you get with all of the figures. And he looks alright. Now, how to open these packets without breaking the box? Just slide your thumb into the bottom there, just enough so you can pull out the kind of clamshell, not the clamshell, pull out the plastic casing from the clamshell. And then what you can do is you can actually slide it back in there without causing too much damage to the box. And if you're one that likes to keep the boxes, you can do so. Yeah, I mean, they're nice boxes, so a lot of people do. The figure itself is pretty nice. Obviously with all of these figures you get a nice unique sculpt, so there's something unique about each individual one. There are a lot of reused parts, but there is something very nostalgic about these figures. They've been a real fan favourite, and I'm really surprised that Hasbro decided to rest it, because personally I thought the line was doing alright, but hey ho, here we go. And I think they did about 55 figures in total. I'm going to have to add it up and do like a full collection video at some point. But I am an out of box collector and I like having mine all kind of shoulder to shoulder on display, so opening them up is a must for me. Now I must admit I am disappointed that we didn't get an Iron Fist, so we can't have Luke Cage and Iron Fist standing shoulder to shoulder, but in substitution I'll grab a Wolverine just so you can see kind of how tall he is in comparison to a Wolverine figure. Now the really cool thing about this line is all of the figures do seem to scale with each other, so the shorter ones like Wolverine are shorter, the thinner ones like Spider-Man are thinner, and the bigger ones like Hulk are of course bigger. Now Luke Cage kind of sits in the middle there. He's not as thin as some of them, but not hugely massive, not massively broad. But to be perfectly honest with you, he looks pretty good. It's obviously a representation of his earlier Power Man costume. Now we did see this briefly in the Netflix show. It was only for a very brief moment in one of the episodes. It was like a flashback, but we did see this yellow shirt and the silver cuffs and the silver headband. But I really like it as a costume, and it seems like the perfect choice for the retro 3 3/4 inch line. I love the different colours on these figures. They're really kind of bold and they stand out. Everything from the entire red motorcycle that come with Ghost Rider through to the really pure white on Moon Knight, and of course the yellow and black contrast here on Power Man, aka Luke Cage. Now there are a lot of yellows in the collection. You've got Iron Man, you've got Vision, you've got Electro, you've got yellows on Jean Grey or the Phoenix, Loki. There's a little bit of yellow on Thor. There's Electro. I'm sure I'm missing one. Oh, Wolverine, of course. I'm sure there's some others with yellow in them as well. But yellow is quite a common colour in the line. Now they are very reminiscent of the earlier comic book panels of the characters. And it's quite interesting to see the predominant colours in those characters, in those costumes. But yellow is definitely, in my opinion, one of the more predominant colours. So yeah, but I am disappointed that they didn't get around to doing an Iron Fist. Now there are some people out there that are now customising these figures and making all of the characters that we didn't get or were hoping to get. And if you're a customiser, now is a great time to jump in and do that. I've done one. I did Punisher on the Reed Richards body. You can check that out over on my Instagram, etc. But because the line has rested, there's no kind of fear of those characters being released anytime soon. Now Hasbro might return to this line and they might pick it up again a little bit later down the line. But I think the sad thing is that production does change over time. So there's a good chance that these figures may look a little bit different. But this line, this first kind of wave, no, it's not wave, it's said about 8 waves of them, but this first kind of bulk of figures are great. What's really cool as well is you can cut the back of the box out and you get a little trading card as well. Now I started doing this towards the end of my collection because I thought, you know what, I want to have the cards instead of the boxes. I think that's a nice way of displaying them, and I'm putting them all into a big frame. But yeah, you can get the cards as well, and they're essentially just a shrunk down version of the artwork on the box. But there he is. There is Luke Cage, aka Power Man, along with his trading card. Definitely worth picking up, and as it's the end of the line, you can either sit and wait for a sale or you can pick them up now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things, and I'll see you very soon.